All right, we got to talk about Jandel's new game. So he made a game called Plants vs. Brain Rots under a different group than Grow a Garden. Now, the Grow a Garden game is under the group called the Garden Game, I'm pretty sure. And this one is under a group called Yogurt Studios. Now, I don't know what that means or what the significance of it is at all. But essentially, he just created it and now there's a game under it called Plants vs. Brain Rots. It came out at the beginning of the month, pretty much around like September. Yeah, the earliest it goes on Rolling Mons is September 7th. That's the graph I'm looking at right now. And because we're gonna talk about like the players and stuff like that on this game, obviously. So he made the game, and people have like speculated about it. People have been like, "Oh, this is like a call out at like Sammy or whatever. Like it's like plants because grow a garden versus brain rot. So it's got to be like a call out at Sammy and stuff like that. You know, it has to be right. I don't know which one of these is true or if any of them are true at all. I don't really think so, but it doesn't matter. Anyways, the game here has been a thing only for about 3 weeks. But Jandel's been silently working on it. He hasn't really said anything about it. I don't think on like his main Twitters or Grow a Garden or anything like that. And as Grow a Garden has been kind of fizzling out more, like Grow a Garden's been losing players, this game's been gaining players, and it's been gaining players like really fast. It's been gaining like probably a solid 50K average a day. Now, on September 7th, it kind of started out here. It was like barely over 10K players. In fact, it was under that. At the high points of the day, it would hit like 10 or 11K players. It wasn't anything crazy. Then, when the game would update, it would hit like 100 or 200,000. Like, it would not hit that many players at all, which, yeah, that compared to Grow a Garden, it wouldn't hit that many players. Now, 200,000 for an update on like a different game or something like that, even from like the past year, if we were like seeing this chart a year ago, that would have been ridiculous. That would have been crazy. But no, it's just about 200,000 players. It wasn't anything too crazy, especially for Jandel standards. But the players kept going up after an update happened on September 13th, and the players peaked at like 250,000. The average players on the game were pretty high, like they were higher. They were like 20 to 30,000, and at the high points of the day, they would even reach into the 40 and 50,000 range, which is kind of insane. Then on September 20th, when the game updated again, it reached close to its peak concurrent player count at about 500,000 players. It was double what the previous update had. And then this is when people started to look at this game and was like, okay, what's going on here? Is this going to be like the next big game? Which legitimately, I think it has a chance, especially with the fact that it's being like run by Jandel. I think it has a chance. And it's just gone up like a ton since that update. Like right now, as we speak, currently, it has 491,000 players at the time of me filming this video, and its peak player count was 606,000, which happened actually earlier today. And it's not even an update day today. So, yeah, this game is just going up, and it was a secret game that I guess Jandel really didn't talk about. Maybe he'll start talking about it more. And it's even gotten to the point where it's almost at the point where Grow a Garden is. Now, Grow a Garden's still updating weekly, but at this point in the night here, Grow a Garden's currently sitting at 656,000 players, while this game's at 491,000, meaning it's getting super close to actually beating it, which is ridiculous because Grow a Garden was like the game that smashed all odds and just went crazy for months. And this game is just coming up within less than a month, and it is potentially going to pass Grow a Garden in popularity if Grow a Garden can't keep up the hype with these updates here coming soon. And it might end up being the fact that Jandel is just focusing more on this game rather than Grow a Garden. I'm not really sure. But yeah, there's a chance that I think Jandel might put more time into Plants vs. Brain Rots because it's coming up so fast than grow a garden. Like there might be a chance that that happens, and when that does happen, I mean, we'll see what happens with Plants vs. Brainrots. But there's a chance that he did this to try to compete with games like Steal a Brainrot and 99 Nights in the Forest, because Grow a Garden isn't like getting as many players as it used to. It's kind of on the decline right now. So maybe this is his way of trying to get some like higher player numbers again. I don't know. No one really knows. All we know is that this game's coming up, and it's coming up fast. So that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. Just wanted to bring that to y'all's attention. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.